Screw it. I was going to do the Tool Time intro. Instead, I'll just go, It's the Unidentified Podcast, episode 20. Oh, Nathan's God. Here. We dragged Nathan out of bed after St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, yeah. And that was how I'm greeted with the, Yeah, welcome to the Tool Time podcast, where we just talk about tools for an hour and a half. It's great.
More power!
It's very visual. I'll warn you now.
How did we even get on that conversation? Because I feel like Giant Bomb did a bunch of Tim Allen stuff recently, and I'm wondering if it's maybe just on my brain.
I don't know. We just kind of launched into it. Yeah, that's a speaker. That is most of our conversations. We kind of just look and say, "How do we end up here?" You know.
So, as such, Adam is presumably in a coma. You know, Elle's probably in a coma too.
Actually, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Especially since Elle would have to get up way earlier than Adam would. So, yeah. It's the day after St. Patrick's Day. I don't drink, so I feel great. Nice and spry. I got out of bed like, I could get out of bed right now.
Yeah, I feel pretty good too. I didn't go out last night, so.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't.
Why not? Destiny?
No. I don't know. It's hard to describe. A town on Paddy's Day is always so busy, and I had a bunch of stuff to do, so I just wasn't feeling it. I know people are like, "What? You didn't go out for Patrick's Day?" But it's not as big a deal here. Well, it is kind of for some people, but I wouldn't consider it a big deal the way other people do. So
yeah. I'm of Irish heritage. Not only did I not know it was St. Patrick's Day yesterday until I saw people in green, and occasionally it's not even. Apparently, it wasn't that big of a deal for a lot of people. Maybe it's because we had class that day.
Whoa, and weird.
Yeah, we don't take the day off in America for St. Patrick's Day. I bet you a bunch of people do. But the school did not close for St. Patrick's Day, so everybody was there. Everybody was miserable. I was fine, and I was going to be here anyway. So, and it's not like I'm going to do anything, because what's the one thing you do on St. Patrick's Day? Is you drink. What's the one thing I don't do? Well, I don't do many things, but. So, yeah, St. Patrick's Day is kind of a boring holiday for me.
Yeah.
I'm disappointing my people.
Yeah. Just, you're letting down the clan.
Everyone on this podcast has an Irish last name.
That is the weirdest fucking thing I've never noticed before.
I don't know how.
How did I never notice that?
Yeah, so we should have just named this like the Irish Podcast or the Irish American Exchange or something like that. I know,
we're Irish, you're American. Let's get that straight. Come on now. You can say
American.
You're 1/10 Irish, but you're American. Come on.
I'm 3/4 Irish.
Let's be honest here. Come on. I'm
3/4 Irish.
I'm 4/4 Irish now. That's different.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're from Ireland.
I know, right?
You're the Irish.
Don't you forget it, man. That's right.
I don't say I'm Irish. I'm saying that I'm Irish American.
Alright. I do hate people that do say, "Oh, I'm totally Irish." Hey man, I'm totally Irish.
Well, when people ask,
like I'm 1/50
are you Irish? I'll say yes, because, I mean, we both know what we're talking about. People just do that because it's quicker. Unless you're talking with someone, like a national person, or international, I should say, not national. That would imply they're in the same country. Unless you're talking to an actual Irish person from Ireland, then it doesn't matter. Two people in America can just say, "Oh, are you Indian?" They'll say yes, because who cares?
Yeah.
It's two American people saying that, so who cares?
But if you say that around...
I get why people get upset about it, but...
If you say that around me, I'll just run up to you. "No, you're not. Okay? You're not.
I'm Irish. Top of the morning to you.
You're American." Right. Oh, that was brutal. Actually, yeah, no, you get an Irish passport just for the accent, because it's beautiful. Spot on.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so video games, I guess.
Woo! Let's talk about Irish video games. Woo!
They exist, apparently.
Yeah.
GameSpot did a stream about Irish video games.
Oh, I
didn't watch it, but
the games they were playing, like, I actually remember
I didn't know they existed.
There was, crazy.
I might watch it just out of curiosity.
It's good shit. I mean, you'd be surprised, like, how many, well, they were okay, but there was 1 or 2 games that are like, oh, they're so bad, everyone has played them, they're like national treasures.
So is it
the Gaelic
Irish
games.
Video games, as in video games from Ireland, or
made by Irish people, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that happened.
Not set in Ireland, because I think the only one I can think of is Folklore, and there's like one level
Folklore? That's in Ireland?
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
No way.
And the other one is Tomb Raider Chronicles, I think there's a section set in Ireland, which is weird.
Which one's Tomb Raider? Oh, wait, that's the PS1 game?
No, that's... I can't remember.
I'm reasonably certain that is a PlayStation 1 game.
Yeah, it must be, I don't know.
Anyways, very late PlayStation 1 game.
Yeah. Well, you play as baby Lara, like teenage Lara, just fluting about.
There's Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3, The Last Revelation, which is 4, and then Chronicles, which is 5, and Chronicles is still on the PS1.
I've only played 1, and the new one that has recently came out.
I played 1, 2, I played them all. Like, I rented all of them. Mm-hmm. The only one I really cared about was 1.
I just remember being shit scared of the section with the wolves and the bats. Like, it was really like...
Oh, so every Tomb Raider ever?
Yeah. Like, just when it's quiet, it's dark, and all of a sudden... the bit with the bear, that bit freaked me out in the first level, because I didn't know there was a bear down there. So all of a sudden, I fall down this hole, and oh shit, it's a bear. How the fuck do I get out of here?
That game was both ahead of its time and super dated at the same time.
The controls are just...
The controls are god-awful.
Oof.
I love that game just because of the exploration and puzzle solving that just wasn't really around back then. But man, people compare Tomb Raider and Uncharted a lot, old Tomb Raiders to Uncharted, and they're just not the same thing. Not even close.
No. Uncharted is just
new Tomb Raider,
silky.
Sure.
Oof. Yeah, new Tomb Raider, yeah.
No, but I'm talking about just strictly from what the game is. Uncharted is very linear. It's just straightforward covered base shooter with some climbing. There's no exploration.
Yeah.
Almost none.
No.
I'm going to say none.
And you don't even...
Eventually you can walk off and break a table and there will be a relic under it.
Yeah. You don't even get to shoot a tiger in the face in Uncharted. What's the deal?
Right.
Come on.
So Tomb Raider's better. First.
For that sole reason. Pete is just on the phone. Whoop.
I really like that new Tomb Raider game.
It was great. Except for the fact that she never wore a jacket ever. I was like, come on.
Also, the fact that,
come on.
Just from a story perspective, the beginning was really good, and then she kills one guy and like, oh, I could just murder everybody. Cool.
Yeah.
There's no progression there.
Yeah, that like first few chapters, but yeah, before she kills someone for the first time.
Well, the first time, even when she does for the first time, it's still cool. It's like, oh man, she feels bad. She doesn't know how to handle this. And then, oh wait, no, okay, she's fine. Cool. And then it
picks up machine gun.
I guess spoiler for Tomb Raiders, but it turned supernatural, which I hate.
Which happened with Uncharted 1 as well.
Yeah,
it's
2.
I don't like that. It really just, I don't know. Because it's grounded enough, and then it just flies off the handle because you have all these, legendary places.
I don't know if they do that for a gameplay reason, because you're tired of shooting guys over and over again, but the reason, I don't know, I just hated it. I hate it every time.
Yeah. Uncharted 2 is tired with the blue guys.
Yeah, Uncharted 1 just has straight up freaking zombie Nazis. Or whatever.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's rough.
Oh, that section was so cool in Uncharted 1 with the U-boat, and you find the projector and you start playing the film. I just remember going, oh, this is so cool. And then all of a sudden, oh shit.
Uncharted 1 up until the collection was hard to find.
Yeah.
Hard to get. I don't know. I found it at a GameStop and it was way more expensive than it should have been for how old it was. So they're like, oh yeah, there's like 6 of these ever.
I want to replay it again. I want to see how it holds up. Because
I remember not hating it. The only problem that I had with it is that the enemies were freaking bullet sponges. Even more so than 2 and 3, which I still think they kind of are in those games.
Yeah.
They take a ton of damage before they go down.
Mm-hmm.
Which might be better on easy, I don't know, but... yeah, so Uncharted. There's our daily Uncharted check-in, because we talked about that a crap load.
Yeah, it's been delayed, apparently, to next year, 2016.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
Now my PS4 is looking less and less appealing.
Well, Jesus. Okay, here's the thing. I've been seeing loads of people say, like, oh, why did I even buy a PS4 in the first place? Like, the order is crap, Drive Club sucks, Uncharted's delayed, but it was either, you either pick...
Well, I mean... Yeah, go ahead.
They're just saying, like, oh, like, if you bought a console solely for, like, 2 games, like, I don't know what, you're just really risking it, And also, you also have other games coming out that aren't necessarily exclusive, but are only coming to console, which I think is a handful. I'm not too sure, but I can see them like No Man's Sky or whatever. That's coming out. I mean, everyone's going to try it, I'm sure, see if it lives up to the hype. But people saying, "Oh, I regret getting the PS4 now because Uncharted was delayed." Like, just wait. Calm down.
It's going to come out eventually. So
yeah, exactly.
But I mean, I understand. I love PC gaming. I think that's the way to go for me personally, and I would recommend it to everybody. There are two major flaws with PC gaming. One is the upfront cost, which is more expensive than a console. I mean, you save money in the long run, but that's hard. That's a hard pill to swallow when you're spending $1,000 or more for a decent PC, and just with the promise of, oh yeah, but games go on sale all the time and there's free games and all that stuff. Yeah. That's true, but it's a much bigger pill to swallow right up front.
Yeah.
Another is that it's not as easy as just putting a game in and playing. You know, a lot of times I had to, just with Resident Evil Revelations 2, I had all those frame rate issues and stuff like that. And I had to go in and change settings around and screw around in forums and stuff. And this is exactly what needs to change for PC gaming to be as mainstream as Valve wants it to be. Because no one's going to want to go in there and say, oh, this game's not working. And it's not because of the game, it's because of my system, the way it's set up, and I need to figure it. No one's going to do that. Imagine putting in a DVD or a Blu-ray or something into a Blu-ray player, and the thing skips around and you have to go into the freaking BIOS and change. Like, no one would do that.
It's hassle, yeah. It's too much hassle.
I still think it's the way to go, just because from the price, from the customization, it looks way better.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But, you know, I don't regret the PS4 purchase. There's going to be games on there. You know, PS Plus is still a great deal right now anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you don't want a PC, it's either PS4 or Xbox One. And if you're not a Halo guy, then PS4 is probably the way to go, just because the third party games are kind of better on that right now. It's a more powerful system.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't really think of, like, I'm just saying this as like a person who owns a PlayStation and does not pay any attention to Xbox One. But what exclusives do Xbox One have? Because I cannot think.
Titanfall. Well, sort of.
Well, yeah, that kind of came and went. But the next one's coming to all platforms. Yeah. So that's kind of like, you know, done and done.
Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, I guess Forza.
Forza, which is apparently way better than Drive Club.
Oh yeah, I would agree with that. I've seen pretty cool videos of it. And I guess a lot of the stuff is upcoming, you know, it's eventually going to come. Like,
Halo 5. Halo is a certainty to only come out on Xbox. So if you want the Halo machine, that is the one you get.
The Halo machine.
I mean, it's the same thing with Nintendo, right? You don't buy Nintendo for the third party exclusives. I want the Zelda Mario.
I bought my Wii U to play Mass Effect 3 on.
Yeah, I can't believe they did that. That was so weird.
Yeah.
All that big third party push when they're like, oh yeah, Batman's coming out on it, and the frame rate is freaking horrible, and the touch controls they just suck, and they're just not nearly as good. And then the new consoles got announced immediately after, and they said, yeah, you know how the Wii U competes with the current consoles? Well, that's about to be obsolete real quick. So.
Speaking of Batman, I was watching Dark Knight Returns, the animated movie on Netflix yesterday. Oh my god, it is so good. It is.
So, the second I saw you tweet about that, I went to Netflix, said, all right, let's do it. It's not on American Netflix.
Oh, it's on Canadian Netflix.
Why does American Netflix generally is better than international Netflix?
Yeah, usually.
Except for the Batman. Why is Batman on every Netflix but ours?
The Canadian one has Batman Year One.
Animated series.
The animated series. I was going to start watching it and tell you I was watching it, but I was like, nah, I should.
We have Batman Beyond, which is great. I love Batman Beyond, but that's it.
It's good. Yeah. I don't know, that's weird. I guess Netflix is weird a lot of the time because, you know, like, I remember for a while there was like an Irish film that came out. What was it, Frank? That was film. Movie. It was out in America for ages on the American Netflix, and we only just got it like just at the start of the month, and I was like, wait, surely we should have gotten it first, you know, because, you know, it came from here. whatever. But Netflix is weird like that. They just throw out everything, but it just goes to different places. But Dark Knight Returns was pretty good.
We had Under the Red Hood for a while, and I watched that. That's pretty good too.
Oh yeah, was that the one with it opens up with the Joker like beating shit? Yeah, that was great.
It's John DiMaggio.
Oh yeah, shit.
Joker, which is super
Bender's
weird.
Joker. It's pretty good Joker.
Yeah, he was good.
Still, I mean, when I was watching DKR, I was like, the Batman's, it's no good. He's no Kevin Conroy. It's just...
That's the thing about all of those movies that I just can't get over.
Yeah.
No one is good enough. They peaked. You can't beat perfection.
With Kevin Conroy.
They can't, yeah!
You cannot top Platinum.
It's why when Batman Arkham Asylum came out, or was announced, and I said, meh, whatever. And then they're like, oh yeah, but Paul Dini's writing the script. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'm listening. And they said, oh, and Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill. Okay, I'm in. Don't care what the game is gonna.
He is like the ultimate Batman voice.
He's just so good.
He's great.
It's why it's my one bugaboo with Arkham Origins is that man is not even close to good enough.
Mm.
Who is? That's the thing. Who is? There's got to be someone out there.
No, can't be.
Maybe not as good, but closer.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
The guys they get seem to suck.
I always thought Michael Keaton was a good Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. Well, Michael Keaton was good in general. It's just, for the voice, I don't know. Mm. I don't think they can get Michael Keaton anymore.
I really don't like, the Nolan Batman voice. It drives me up the wall. It's distinctive, sure. Like everyone knows, oh yeah, he's doing Batman, but it's just rough and horrible.
I don't hate it as much as everybody else for a couple of reasons. I've explained this before.
I think I remember you saying like, oh, they just know he's Batman. Or he's Bruce Wayne.
Like I said, Bruce Wayne is one of the most recognizable people in that world. So much so that his voice would be picked up upon real quick, so he has to make it as indistinguishable from that voice as possible.
But as a result, we kind of suffer because it's just like, wait, what did he say? Give me the what?
Yeah.
The detonator?
It's just Batman going,
It's Tool Man. He just throws Allen keys at everyone.
People raid Tim Allen's house. Like, you've been terrorizing people at night. Oh, what are you talking about? That's how Tim Allen talks. You know.
His house is just a giant monkey enclosure. You know, swings from a giant tire swing, eats bananas, and poops on the floor, and throws it at the wall.
Yeah, I also, having watched the 3 Nolan Batmans in relatively quick succession recently, Batman Begins isn't as bad as The Dark Knight is. And The Dark Knight is not as bad as The Dark Knight. It somehow got worse.
Yeah. Right.
Which, weird.
Yeah, I really do like Batman Begins. I think Batman Begins is really good. But I like Begins' story better, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to... I said before, I like Batman Begins just a touch more than Dark Knight, The Dark Knight. But I don't know, it's about even now. Because
That's tough.
It's tough, yeah.
I think you're right. I think the story of Dark Knight, I think the story of Batman Begins is better, but just Dark Knight just has everything else going for it.
Yeah, it has like great characters and like
great characters,
great set pieces and everything.
The set pieces, the action. You can't even tell the action in Batman Begins because the close up shaky cam sucks, and the performances are better for the most part. Mm. I mean, Gary Oldman is way more involved in the second one, which is always a plus.
Everything! It's all I associate Gary Oldman with, just yelling everything. I don't know, I haven't seen Rises since it came out in the cinema. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, nah.
I enjoyed it in the movie theater, but it might have just been the buzz of the excitement of seeing another Batman movie.
Mm. I agree with that. Because I saw it when it came out and I was like, oh, it's so cool. Get to see, a new Batman movie. You get kind of caught up in hype.
I didn't really hate it as much as everybody else did at the time.
It's really long though, I think.
I mean, it's as long as Dark Knight is.
But Dark Knight doesn't feel as long.
Yeah, you're right.
The pacing is way better. It's like, it's slow and then it just
I still don't think, I still don't think Dark Knight Rises is a bad movie. It's just, it's coming off The Dark Knight. And
yeah.
Let's put it this way. If The Dark Knight Rises was a Marvel movie, it would be heavily praised because it's good. And Marvel movies are good.
Right.
They're not fantastic. They're good. Batman Begins and Dark Knight are fantastic movies. Period.
Yeah, exactly.
Just, so the expectations were super, super high, which they shouldn't have been because no one should have expected them to beat Dark Knight. Just, everything was just knocked out of the park. They couldn't do that again. The Dark Knight is the Kevin Conroy of the Nolan trilogy.
That is a very apt comparison. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Are you excited for the new, I don't even know what it's called. What's it called?
It's like Batman, it's like Dawn of Justice or something.
Yeah.
Batman, Superman.
I'm excited. I mean, we've got the chunky looking...
I'm intrigued. I don't know about excited.
Maybe intrigued is a better word. They got the chunky looking Batman. I mean, it's DKR right there. I mean, I'm excited.
Which, I'm fine with that.
I hope he's super grumpy.
Batman looked cool for that picture that was going around. The one of him standing next to the Batmobile or whatever. That was a cool looking Batman.
Really cool. That is exactly what I imagine. That's what I imagine Batman as in his older years. Just this huge built guy that's so, looks like a giant asshole. He's so grumpy all the time. Just from his pose, just like, oh, I'm in a new movie, am I?
It's why whenever the Justice League is involved with Batman, it's in the cartoons and the movies and stuff, it's always interesting because Batman is such a better character than every Justice League character.
I agree with that. And like, it
he's
really
always
does.
He's just way more interesting.
But like when it's crazy because like it's just a clash of worlds where like, okay, I'm not saying Batman's grounded at all because you have these crazy villains, but when he's in fucking space, like,
yeah, it's weird.
It's weird. Like, it's just, it doesn't work. Like, there's a certain level of like, oh, I can believe that. Sure, there's a giant guy walking around in a cryogenic suit shooting icicles at people. Yeah, okay, fair enough. But now everyone's in space and they're flying around and, okay, that's a bit, hold on now. You mean to tell me this guy's from another planet? Hold on now.
Batman is less of a comic book character and he's borderline a literature character because he feels more human than because he is human, I guess, but he doesn't feel like a comic book character.
You could point to any rich guy and say, with a bit of training and a lot of money, that guy could be Batman. It is that easy. Just go, he could be Batman. Maybe there is a Batman out there. Maybe. Who would be the worst Batman? Like of all the rich people?
Donald Trump.
Oh no, yeah, that.
I found the correct answer.
There you go. Yeah, actually, he'd be like, oh, "I'm the Bat," and he just like falls down the stairs.
You're fired.
His toupee just is left behind the scene of the crime, and his villains just analyze it and they hunt him down.
The real Batman analyzes it. It's like Detective Vision.
Yeah. Got a copycat Batman.
Someone left Donald Trump's wig here.
We should do this. This is a sketch in the making. Donald Trump is mad that he doesn't get to be Batman and just, he gets owned up by his own wig.
He could have gone back for it, but I guess that's his calling card, like the Joker's card. Just leaves the wig there every time. It's like, Donald Trump strikes again. Oh,
speaking of, the end of Begins, where the playing card. And everyone in the cinema, aggressively elbows each other. Huh?
Like, yeah.
Get it?
I remember, I didn't see Batman Begins in the theaters because I was young and couldn't afford stuff.
Right.
So when it came out on DVD, I rented it and me and my friend watched it and we were way into it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they showed the Joker. Oh, freaking A. Joker. And then what seemed like an eternity later, we get the Dark Knight.
Yeah, Jesus. I had the video game for that, the Batman Begins, actually, which wasn't bad, but because it was
No, I remember that game.
I had it as it was one of those things where, well, you have this game, you got to play it, you got to play the shit out of it. So it wasn't bad. It was kind of it was like a jigsaw piece. Like it was kind of like the pieces were there for a good Batman game, but it wasn't.
No, I mean, there was some interesting stuff in that game, though. The fear meter.
That was
the intimidation
really cool.
meter, which is really cool. It's just kind of a bad stealth game.
Yeah. It was more of a puzzle game than anything. You had to figure out how to take out people and what way to trigger their fear or whatever. Because if you're seen, you're just shot to pieces straight away.
Yeah,
but,
I didn't. Oh yeah, you die real quick.
Yeah, just straight away. But it's super cool though, the fear meter. Like if the last guy remaining and you walk up to him, you just turn into this huge demon in his eyes.
Yeah.
Super cool.
It was really cool. Yeah, and because you could grab them and you could intimidate people in that game and yeah. Man,
game is good.
I might need to go back and check that out because
it's good for a movie game if that's saying anything.
Well, yeah, definitely. But I remember being pretty interested in it, and I remember it going deeper into the crime stuff, as in the story, the overall story of the movie. They kind of slightly touch on the crime stuff, like the fear stuff laced with the drugs or whatever.
Yeah.
But they go way into that in the game.
Yeah.
And you have to figure out it's just, I don't remember that much of it, but I remember thinking, oh, this wasn't in the movie. Weird.
It's good.
And I remember if it was Christian Bale, weird. If it wasn't, then weird because he did a really good gravelly sound like.
It was just like, they just picked up a bag of dirt outside and started grinding into the mic.
Tell me about the bears and the rabbits.
Oh, God.
Because the bears and the rabbits had the drugs in them.
That's when he, looks at the screen and it's explained.
Yep.
So, video games.
Yeah.
Those are a thing. Have you been playing anything since last week?
Sort of.
Ooh.
So you weren't here when I talked about it, but Ori and the Blind Forest.
Oh, right.
It was very good.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of praise for it.
I finished it.
All right. How was it?
It is very good.
Yeah.
It gets I don't want to say too hard, but borderline too hard at the end. Not hard I guess I don't know how to explain this. There's an extended platforming sequence with no checkpoints at the end of the game. Mm-hmm. With instant kills.
Lovely. That is perfect. Beautiful game design.
So think about Super Meat Boy bosses. It's similar to that.
Yeah.
You have to do it flawlessly because if you screw up, you die, you start over. And those ruin the drama of the ending, especially with what they're going for.
Right.
I won't spoil it because it just came out, but they're going for a certain feeling that gets lost because you have to repeatedly do the thing over and over again. And that's kind of the danger of boss fights at the end of the game anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, that game's really good. As I finished that, I'm like, I'm still in a mood for a platformer. So I loaded up the Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures.
Jesus.
That game's cool.
I've never heard of this. I gotta Google.
It is, do you know what Angry Video Game Nerd is?
I do, yeah. The live like a windrammer guy.
The what?
There's this video where he's reading a fan email, and the guy is like, I like you, you fight hard, strong style, and
oh right, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and then he says, live like a windrammer as you fuck.
But yeah, so it's based on his web series. I'm not the biggest fan of his web series. I've watched it, I've enjoyed some of it, but he comes off as, I mean, intentionally so, but really lowbrow.
Right.
He poops on Bugs Bunny, for example.
That sounds great.
Yeah. And it's not, yeah, on paper it's really funny. It comes off as hokey sometimes.
Right.
But whatever, you win some, you lose some, hit or miss, cliche. But yeah, so the game does a decent job of referencing his web series. It gives you a tutorial. So Navi from Ocarina of Time, the little, hey, listen fairy comes up right in the beginning and gives you the tutorial.
Right.
And you can shoot her and kill her and the tutorial stops. which is funny. And while you're playing, there's sections where the nerd will comment on what's happening, and it's all based on his web series. There's a section you just cannot succeed, and you go down a ladder, and it's something that he joked about in the game. You go down a ladder and there's sharks and chainsaws and stuff, and there's just no possible way to survive. And he comments and says, this is the thing that I said. So it's interesting. But as a game, it's a really tightly designed, well done, but very hard platformer. It's quite good. I enjoyed it. It's, again, near the end, it's almost too hard.
Right.
I keep saying that, but I don't know if that's true, because once I learned the level design, I guess that's the thing. Do you want to learn level design? Do you want to learn the levels? Or do you want to just be able to see something and react? Because you can't just do that in this game. You kind of have to play it multiple times and die a lot to kind of get, you know what I mean?
Mm.
It's not just something that you can, there's a challenge over there, I can jump over that. No, there's no way you're going to know that's there the first time through.
Well, it's pretty cool for like a fan, but not fan. It's not like a legit game. It's just a big based off of YouTuber.
Made it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So, you do have to buy it, and I bought it for super cheap, but the actual initial price was $15 or something. That's way too much. Because I beat it in an hour and a half. It's real short. It was good, but come on. It's crazy.
Could have squeezed every penny.
I had a good time. With it. It was fun.
Mm.
Then still in the not done with the platformers, I looked into my Steam list, like, what else do I have? And I saw Teslagrad.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Which is a puzzle platformer where you use magnets, basically. The mechanic is positive and negative magnetic stuff. And there will be platforms or whatever that is positive energy, and you use positive to push the platform away, or use negative to connect it to each other. You know what I mean?
You just yell, "I can do it," and you go, "I can't do it." It's got to sprout out that positive and negative energy.
Right. So the platform is just like, "Hey, you're doing a good job, and we love you." And then you push a really you're ugly and you have no friends, and you push that towards it.
That sounds like a great game.
Yeah.
Our game, not the other one.
Yes, no. Yeah, that one sucks. The one. No, it's good. It's okay. It tries to be an action game sometimes, and it doesn't work when it does. The puzzles are pretty clever, but when it tries to make you do physics, the physics aren't perfect, so a lot of times you'll do something correctly on paper, but the physics don't like you, so you die. And the boss fights are the worst. They're the worst thing ever. That's obviously an exaggeration, but they're bad. And then I got to the end of the game, and the optional, I hate this when this happens. The optional collectibles that were optional throughout the game are then required to unlock the final area of the game. Mm. I hate that so much. So you should just tell me up front that I'm going to need these then. Because otherwise I would have tried to get them. So
do you have to backtrack and everything?
In theory, but I'm probably never going to play it again.
Oh, okay.
Because I was so done at that point. And it's one of those things where you need certain abilities to get them. So I was kind of just thinking, if I ever decide to get these, I'll just wait until I have all the abilities. That way I know I can get there. But yeah, that sucked. I was real upset when that happened. Did I play anything else? I don't think I did. No.
It's a short week for you. Oh, okay.
I mean, I played 3 games and finished 2 of them.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. Actually, now that I think about it. And you're pretty busy in college as well, so there you go. Not bad.
Oh, wait, no.
Oh?
Actually, cool. I loaded up Counter Spy on the PS4.
Oh.
And Oddworld New and Tasty.
Oh.
I no longer like Oddworld.
Hey,
I have come to the conclusion that was a time and place sort of game, and I'm not there anymore.
Everybody loved Oddworld because it had farts in it. Let's be honest.
It was fun and funny and interesting, and I just don't like that style of game anymore. The controls are weird. And back then, I guess
awful controls.
Well, they're awful because they're deliberately awful, though.
Oh, yeah, but okay.
Because that's the kind they're going for that cinematic, the old style Prince of Persia kind of thing. and Out of This World, those kinds of games that do it. I've never been big into those, but I liked Oddworld at the time. Probably because of the farts.
Oh god.
It was weird and interesting and fun, and it looked nice at the time.
I can't. I started playing it as well, like 2 weeks ago, and I got pretty far, and I just went, this game is just, it's not satisfying to play at all. Like
it's not.
Like, compared to Portal, once you finish a puzzle in Portal, you go, yes! And you're like, next room. But with, Oddworld, it's just like, oh, you finished that puzzle, move on to the next one. There's no reward. Just keep doing it. That's it.
So the
like,
thing is,
you don't feel like you're gaining anything out of it. It's just,
right.
Yeah, it sucks.
The thing is that the controls are actually different. They're actually improved. Because in the old Oddworld, you can only move, say you hit right, and he goes a certain distance. So it's in steps, the controls were. In this, it's more analog. You can move as far or as little as you want. Yeah. So just imagine playing that old game.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's still crap controls though. I mean, but they're deliberately crap, like you said. But you just have to adapt to its suckiness where it's just
I mean, either you will like it or you won't. And I am no longer at the spot where I like it, so. I
don't really like it anymore. I mean, I used to like it. I used to think it was funny. It looks nice. Like, it has that weird PC look to it where it's really like, kind of matte. It looks like a bit like a painting, kind of. I don't know. It's hard to describe. But it looks like a proper 90s PC game at times.
Yeah.
But yeah, the controls just killed it for me. I can't play it. I was stuck on a section for half an hour where I had to jump over a mine because, I eventually figured out that if you crouch and press L1, you can do a little nudging, like little tiny push forward as opposed to doing a roll. And I was like, there was no,
right.
How was I meant to figure that out, you know? So yeah, Oddworld, if you nostalgia for that game, it may or may not.
If you have PS Plus, give it a shot.
Yeah. Oh, how's Counter-Spy, by the way? How was that?
So, that game, I didn't play that much of it, but that game might be awesome.
Might be.
It might be.
Yeah, that's weird. I accidentally started it up as well. So whenever you start up a new game on PS4, it just comes up in the feed. Like you played for the first time, but I actually haven't because I quit immediately.
You just accidentally, yeah.
Yeah. So.
I'm gonna go back to it, but I don't know when I'm gonna go back to it is the thing, is that because there are more games that take priority coming out.
Yeah.
Specifically one.
The big one. The Blood Burns.
Blood Burns. I saw you were so proud of yourself.
I really was. It's like Bloodborne.
I saw you post that tweet.
The cogs ticking.
And I could just picture you on the other side of the screen just laughing. Yeah.
High five myself. Oh god. So yeah.
Counter-Spy seems kind of really cool.
Cool
I just loaded it up. I skipped all the story because I'm not going to care about this. I just want to try it. But then I ended up liking what I played through the tutorial, and I think, I could probably see myself getting into this. I'll try it again. But not much to say about that right now.
Well, that was me with Strider. I played Strider when it was free for PS4. I played like 5 minutes of it, and I was like, this is pretty cool. Like, you start the game, you just jump off a helicopter and you're slicing dudes, like just running and slicing. Strider. And I'm like, yeah, this is good. I like this. And then I just never played it again. I figured I didn't need to. But
I also, go ahead.
It was free, so like,
right.
You gotta try it. It's free.
Also on PS Plus was Ollie Ollie 2. And I don't like it.
You don't like Ollie Ollie?
I don't like Ollie Ollie.
Oh.
Confirmed.
Oh.
The timing is just so precise to a fault. I don't want to learn the timing. I don't find it that enjoyable. So.
Me and my friend have like this small self-categorized list of games where they're the kind of games where we say, okay, after every time someone dies, swap the controller over. So we had that for Hotline Miami 1 and Ollie Ollie, and we have it for Ollie Ollie 2 now. So it's like, well, basically Ollie Ollie and Ollie 2 are the same game, pretty much. But here's the thing, we always end up playing like 5 more turns. So, no, another turn, because you just die so fast.
Because they take 2 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, you die so fast. You're like, no, one more turn. And then after 5, we just go, okay, here, your turn now. So, yeah. I mean, Ollie Ollie is, you either like it or you don't, but I like it. But it's so, like, if you kind of have to get in the right mood to play it. And once you get into the zone, like that's exactly it. Once you're in the zone to play it, you're like,
that's the thing is I don't want to
kick ass.
Take the time to get into the zone. If that makes sense. I
get you.
When I was sitting there and I was dying repeatedly, I'm just thinking to myself, I could be doing something else. I don't have to do this. Why am I doing this? No one's telling me I have to do this.
You could say that every game ever. Just, what am I doing?
Right. But there are more games I could waste my time on and actually get something out of. I already know what Ali Ali's going for right up front because they don't take their time letting you know what's happening here.
Well, here's the thing. It's
you play the first level, you kind of play the whole game, almost.
Yeah,
There's,
pretty much.
Launches and stuff.
It is a Vita game. It is meant to be played in short bursts when you're waiting or on the bus or something. So it makes sense in that regard, as opposed to playing at home on the PS4.
That game is borderline a mobile game.
It pretty much is, yeah.
I don't know why it's not, specifically.
Yeah.
Maybe because I guess they have a deal with Sony, because it's only on Sony stuff, but...
I rarely play mobile games, though.
You use what, 2 buttons?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Well, the analog stick.
Well, and again, maybe not then.
Gotta get all those tricks in.
It's so close to a mobile game, though.
Almost.
Real quick, just load it up, play a couple tries, I guess would be the word to use. Put it back down. So maybe that's why, because I hate mobile games.
Yeah. Cool soundtrack. I'll give it that.
Sure. I don't remember.
Just this funky, like, jazz music. It's pretty cool. Kind of soul.
I do not remember. Oh,
speaking of games with great music, guess what I've been playing this week?
Destiny.
No, Jesus Christ. Actually, I haven't been playing that, but there's barely enough music in it.
I also know what else you've been playing. I was just trying to get you to know.
Actually, yeah, let's talk Destiny. How are you doing on Destiny? Because I haven't checked your stats.
I'm waiting for you.
I'm still on level 23.
What the heck?
Yeah, here's the story, folks. I finished Destiny with a whimper.
With me, I was there. We were just sitting there talking about how underwhelming everything was.
We just constantly kept saying, "Wow, this is it. This is it. this is the end game."
And I had done it before, and I said, "Hey, get ready for some excitement." And you were fighting the final statue, and like, this is it? Like, oh no, there's way more.
Yeah,
you can fight 2 more.
The boss was a giant statue, like
3 giant statues.
3 giant statues. Yeah,
with enemies.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Which is the worst boss mechanic ever, is throwing smaller enemies that you've been fighting throughout the game at you in addition to the boss. I hate that.
And the boss was just a huge version of an enemy you fought before, which is doubly shit.
I don't even think it was a huge version. I just think it was that dude again. Because he was pretty big before.
Still, Jesus Christ.
What a freaking mess. I don't understand.
But now I'm playing the real Destiny, which is the unholy grind fest. Like, if I was in a club right now, the grinding would just be off the chain, like, just insane. I would be getting drinks poured over me for how much grinding I'm doing, you know? Just insane.
Yeah.
Very bad. Anyways.
I think that game gets more enjoyable the harder it gets.
It's, maybe.
I had a good time when we were fighting those big waves of guys and stuck in that tunnel.
But here's the thing. When we were doing that, we were just like talking and just shooting the shit.
Yeah.
So it's a very good social game. I think. Like, it's a good game to play with friends.
I still really just want to try the raid before I write that game off.
I still have to get the gear.
You're so close. I'm there. We just need to do it.
Wait, I have the raid unlocked. It just says you need better gear, so I need to get legendary. Do you have legendary gear?
No, you just need enough gear to get to 24. I do not have any legendary.
Oh, okay. Alright, I
have a legendary machine gun, I think.
Well,
that doesn't add towards your light.
I'm cracking out the Vanguard missions, so I'm nearly completed 1. I don't know what that means, though. Maybe I unlock something. I don't know. I really don't know. That's the thing with Destiny. It's just like it constantly dangles. Like, you can unlock, like, once you get to the next rank, you unlock something, but then you actually don't. It's kind of just there to say, hey, you're on rank 2 now.
Yeah. The longer I stay away from it, the less likely I am to care about anything after the raid. Because I was thinking, if the raid's really good, I might get interested and try it, but no, that's no longer the case.
Yeah, you did say you were interested in getting the
because
DLC.
I didn't pay for the game, so
which
that
is
helps.
Yeah, which is fair. Because
if I paid $60 up front and got what I got, I would be livid. that this is the trash that they are giving me.
I got it for like...
The game didn't even originally have the raid in it.
No.
They patched it in later. It's crazy. What the heck?
That game is just...
I really want to read a tell-all book on the development of that game.
Yeah, I remember saying when we were playing, I was just like, I want to watch like a behind the scenes, like The Last of Us Grounded. I want to see this with Destiny, where it's, I don't know, the opposite
There's
of
no
Grounded
way
explode.
this is the game they wanted to make. No way.
But there's so much money pumped into it, something had to go wrong. Like, they were too ambitious, I think. Something had to go wrong.
Yeah, but they're freaking Bungie and Activision.
Yeah, but...
Can you be too
it's weird.
ambitious?
Maybe. I don't know.
To me, that's similar to the Halo Master Chief Collection being broken. It's freaking Halo.
It's so broken.
It's Microsoft and Halo. Come on. You can't get that working?
Oh my.
What are you doing?
It's nuts.
It's not this small indie team that's working day and night trying to get it running. It's freaking Microsoft.
Yeah.
What?
It's still so crazy that it was a
Windows!
Mess. Windows 10.
Those guys!
It's coming in summer, by the way. For anyone that cares. Because I don't, so I just saw it there.
It depends on I don't know.
I'll
think about it.
Yeah, I think you can play, it kind of renders, I'm pretty sure it renders like the Xbox One a bit useless, because you can play Windows 10 games, or Xbox One games on Windows 10, I'm pretty sure.
That's not true.
What?
That was a rumor, but...
is it?
That would be great. I would totally get it at that case, but no.
I'm really sad.
It is you can stream your Xbox One to your PC, but you have to have an Xbox One.
Oh, okay. Nah, never mind. Sorry, got everyone's hopes up.
The 20 to 40 people that listen to this are super excited.
Yeah, you can play Sunset Overdrive, but you can already play that on PC, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. What's the Xbox One exclusive?
Sunset Overdrive.
Is it? I thought you can play it on PC.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, that one game then. I was going to say Titanfall, but you can play it on PC. For free, with the free DLC. You can play free
Killer
DLC.
Instinct. Also.
Yeah, there you go.
Exclusive. Tomb Raider is going to be exclusive.
For a time. Limited time.
Microsoft Studios is publishing it. So it's going to be a long time.
Ooh. Anyways.
It's no longer one of those, it's exclusive, but it'll come out in the next couple months. It's going to be a real lengthy chunk, which means I won't play it. So there you go. It's going to be the Grand Theft Auto 5 of the new year, because holy crap, I will never play that game.
Speaking of GTA 5, I got my hands on the Heist last week, and
all right.
Holy crap. Okay. Right, so playing the Heist has just made me realize how many people have played GTA 5, PS4 version, whatever, played it for a bit, then jumped online for about maybe 6 levels, and then just completely jumped off and haven't played online since. Because everyone that I've played a match with, I join up with people who are random and are not part of the team. They have been terrible. And I mean shit. So awful. Like, here's what happens, right?
Explain how the heists work, because I want to know.
Okay, right. So, you get like 3 missions, as setup missions, and then you do the heist, at the end, which is the big kind of mission where everyone gets a separate role. For the first few, like the first 2 missions or so, you play as like one team and the other guys plays another team. One mission we had was, we had to get like a roster from a police station. So 2 of us had dressed up as police, officers. And what happened then was they had to go to the station, get the roster, and then get back out. Simple job, right? No hassle. And the other team, what they had to do was they had to, get in the car, drive to the docks, get on board this freighter ship and steal a car, and then just drive it back to a specific spot, right? No biggie. I mean, that's a standard GTA mission, I'm sure. Here's what happens, right? Every time I joined, everyone on the other team was a complete, just idiot, didn't know how to do it. And I was playing the cop mission first, and I was like, okay, because you don't know what the other mission is, because you both split up, and you're like, oh, those guys are doing their thing, we're doing our thing, whatever.
Sounds cool.
It is cool when it works. But the problem is the players are shit. So 9 times out of 10, it doesn't work because everyone in the game is shit.
So does it have to be successful for it to be fun?
Well, yeah, it kind of does. I mean...
Then that's a problem.
Like...
Because you can play a game and be bad at it and still have a good time if it's designed well enough for it to, you know what I mean? If this game only works when it's a well-oiled machine that doesn't stop, then... It's
very player dependent. Like, everyone has to be good, everyone has to be a tight-knit team and work together to do it, and if you don't, then you fuck up, and
maybe that's the thing.
The mission ends.
The word you just used, phrase, player dependent, that might be where it goes wrong. If you rely on the player for the fun to happen, then you're in trouble.
Okay, so this is very rare, by the way, when I actually do get to play a heist setup, because here's what happens. I go to my apartment, click a board, and then it says start heist mission. I'm waiting there. I send invites to everyone, players in the session, players that are roughly my skill set as well. Just everyone, okay? And I'm waiting like 20 minutes. One person joins. Okay. You have to get minimum 4 people. Max minimum 4 people. Another person joins. Sweet. The first guy that joins says, nah, this is taking too long. I'm gonna leave. He leaves. The other guy's like, I'm gonna wait. Oh, I'm gonna leave too. Then all of a sudden, another person joins, and he said, if those 2 guys had waited 2 minutes, we would have had a team. But people just keep dropping out, and just, it's frustrating as hell.
That sounds like there's not that many people doing this.
But there are people. There's loads of people playing this game, especially on PS4. They just can't wait. No, fuck it. No, fuck it. Mom, come on, I'm playing GTA, come on, shut up.
Chocolate milk.
Mom, bathroom.
Such a good boy.
Oh, God, that was disgusting. Jesus Christ.
Some chocolate milk?
No, that's South Park, though.
Yeah, no, I know, but I said chocolate milk. Now I want chocolate milk.
No, I want chocolate milk too, actually. I love chocolate milk. Anyways, yeah, the heist is cool, very cool. You get so many cool masks. You get cool moments where, like, we had to rob a bank. One guy had to, the other guy had to, like, shoot the cameras out and start aiming at the, the people in the bank. I had to go in the back with a drill and start drilling it, but if I do it too fast, it would heat up and it would take longer. So you definitely get, like, 2 different experiences. Like, one person is crowd control, the other is the actual driller. But then the other guy has to, drive you away while you shoot at the cops. So it's really, like, it's all there. The problem is, the players, 9 times out of 10, are shit. Really bad. They just don't work with you, and it's not a good team dynamic. I'm sure with friends, it's an absolute blast. But, like, most of my friends have just said, nah, I don't want to play. It took too long. I think that's where it suffers. Like, the heist took way too long to come out, and everyone just doesn't care anymore.
I was at a GameStop over the weekend, and I casually looked at GTA 5 for the PlayStation 4.
Right.
That sucker's still full price.
It will be for a while. I mean, it's gone back up in the charts in the UK because of the heists.
I've been spoiled by
crazy.
PC gaming.
Have you?
Because I can go on any number of sites and usually get $10 to $20 off a brand new game.
Right.
So when I go to a store and I see $60 plus tax, I'm like, it's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like, I went into a GameStop before, like 2 weeks ago, I think, and I came across the PC section, and it was very jarring. I was like, whoa, this is weird, like with the plastic cases and everything. And I had like Elder Scrolls, like, 60. It was like Elder Scrolls Online, it's like $60 or €60.
Yeah, the PC weird. Section at our GameStop is embarrassing. It's it's towards the floor. It's a shelf, there's something above it, and then there's the PC section below it.
Ain't no PC
on
players
the floor,
just getting on their hands and knees.
in the corner, facing away from the exit, so you can't even see it when you walk in. It's so embarrassing.
Maybe that's why most people are like very inclined for consoles, because like the local GameStop or whatever just does not promote it at all. Well, I suppose it can't, because it wants to make a...
No, they want people to buy hard games from their store, and they want people to trade in.
Yeah. But I mean, like, is there, just say like a casual kind of person that walks up and says, hey, I kind of want to get into gaming. they just go for PS4, Xbox One because, you know, the PC isn't really out there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've only ever heard about PC through the internet. PC gaming through the internet. And you and Adam. So
people don't know PC gaming really. It's hard. I didn't know growing up what PC gaming was. I knew computers could play games, but I kind of just thought they were little novelty things like, oh, Doom is on this. Okay. That's fun. I'm going to go play Super Mario Brothers now because I didn't think, you know what I mean? I didn't put it together in my head that PC games or PCs were also made because PCs were business things growing up for me. They were things you typed stuff on and wrote documents and stuff like that.
Right.
You didn't really play games. And then somewhere along the way, I learned that games could be played on PC. Not only that, they were games that you couldn't play anywhere else. Not only that, the games that you could play somewhere else, they looked better. And I just, for years, I was so envious of someone that had a PC that could play stuff. And finally, I got it. I did it.
Yeah. I guess that's the thing with, like, because PC pretty much is all digital, the games anyways. Like, I wonder how they could try to make it like a physical format like that. How could you have a PC store when everyone just buys their games online? Like, that's maybe a store where you could build one or something like that, which would be pretty cool. Like, but I couldn't see Valve just opening up a store like, build your PCs here, because everyone would just either A, they would just go to GameStop because it's already there for you, or B, they just say, oh, let's get online for cheaper, because, you know,
until they get a PC box, the Steam box or whatever it's called, Steam machines that they're trying to do is not where it needs to be because it's too expensive. They need a $500 maximum box that they can say, hey, this is your one-stop shop for PC gaming.
And I would buy it.
And it would last 5 years or so.
Like, I would absolutely buy that because it's just for the simplicity. Once you make it simple and easy, people will buy it because, I mean, PC gaming, I'm pretty much sure is a lot simpler than it's made out to be. Definitely.
Yeah, it's not that hard, but it's still, there are still steps.
You gotta build up to it. I mean, you can't just like launch into it. You gotta know a bit about like what wiring and stuff and like how it actually works and stuff. I mean, I don't know because like I don't really work with PCs that much. Like I use it for typing and shit and Photoshop. But I don't know, like, I just feel like there's a certain barrier for people who are like, oh, I want to get into PC gaming. You kind of have to know someone who knows, or just go online and get loads of information.
Yeah, I didn't know anybody. Well, I guess that's not true. I did have a friend that was into it, but I always was envious of his PC, but I never really learned that much from him. I occasionally would have, well, that's the thing. If you have a question, just go online and ask, because
yeah, that's it nowadays.
Whenever I had a question, I would just call him up and say, why is this? And he'll say, because of this. And I'll say, okay, I fixed it.
Nice.
So, yeah. But until that step can go away, until it's at least a reasonable price for people, no one's going to freaking do it. I know Valve is trying, but it's too expensive. Right now, it's still $6,000 to $8,000 to $1,000 to whatever bucks. It's just too much. I don't know who's going to take that.
I would buy it if it was cheaper, but like, it's not, so.
I appreciate what they're doing, and if anyone can do it, it's them. But yeah, I don't know. It bums me out because I would like to. I kind of would like the console race to go away, even though I like the competition aspect of it. I would like everything to come to one thing, so I never have to worry about.
Yeah.
Wow, can I play this? Well, no, I don't have that. That's why I was upset that I had to buy a PS4 for Bloodborne, because it's never coming to freaking PC.
What if it did? You'd be pissed.
Oh, boy, would I. Whatever.
Did Demon Souls come to PC in the end?
No.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, I still wouldn't be that upset about it. I'm not one of those guys that regrets their video game purchases just because I always learn something with every game I play. And that's valuable to me. I'm way into that sort of stuff. I had a writing/literature professor say, once you make this your career, or, you know, once you make the steps toward making this your career, you can kind of justify any purchase you want. Cause he made the argument that he buys a ton of books and a ton of comic books and all that stuff because that's his field. He studies that stuff, so he can get away with buying that stuff. And he doesn't feel bad about it because, well, I mean, I'm going to learn something out of everything I buy. So So when I buy a PS4, and granted it was ridiculous sale, so I had to do it. Had to. Forced me at gunpoint. So, I mean, I learned stuff from Destiny.
Oh, boy. Destiny.
If nothing else.
Oh, that game.
And the PS4's not going anywhere, so.
No. I mean, we still got a lot of games coming out.
And something's gotta come out. Sony's got stuff. Right?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
God of War.
No,
come out, right?
I don't want to play God of War, though.
I don't either, but something.
They've got that PS Now junk they're working on, which actually I signed up for the beta for it in the UK, which I don't know if I got into it yet, but hopefully I do, because there's a few games on the list that I actually haven't got around to playing, which I'm like, I wouldn't mind playing that.
If they announced a new God of War, it would give me an excuse to play through all the old God of Wars again that I haven't played. I've only played 1 and half of 2.
Yeah.
So I haven't played 3 or the PSP games, and I have the Saga collection or whatever for PS3, so.
2 is really good.
All of them.
I really like 2.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too, and then my PS3 was no longer mine, so couldn't play it.
I really like 3 as well. Just for, like, some of the boss battles in 3 were really good. Like, there's this one boss battle with Hercules, you are just punching his face in, it caves in at one stage, and you just wail, just pressing square and going, holy shit. You're just, at any moment you think, oh, it's gonna stop now. No, we're still going.
One of the few times that quick time events are acceptable.
Yeah. That had the best opening quick time of all time.
God of War 3?
Yeah, with the boss battle against Poseidon, I think. Yeah, you see. Okay, well, you're Kratos kicking Poseidon's ass, and you get to see it from Poseidon's perspective. And at one stage,
really?
yeah, at one stage Kratos picks up Poseidon, and you have to double tap L3 and R3. And when you do, he sticks his fingers in his eyes, and there's a horrible squelch. And he's like, "Oh, gross."
Weird.
Yeah, it's pretty great. God of War 3. That's such a pretty game.
Yeah. So, Hughes news?
Oh, no, not yet. I still have to talk about the other game I was playing.
Wait, you played something? Oh, yeah, God.
Yeah, right.
Still we still haven't talked about it. Huh?
Yeah. Okay,
All right. No, wait.
Yeah?
We gotta build it up.
Yeah?
Hotline Miami 2.
Oh.
I built it up.
Considerable build up. So yeah, Hotline Miami 2. This game,
do you like it?
Yeah, I do, but
that was not what I expected to hear.
Yeah.
The way you said that.
It's, okay, the problem is it suffers from the second album syndrome, which is, you find this new band, they release a great first album, and then you think, oh, I can't wait to hear their second one. And then they release the second one.
It's more of the same.
It's not more of the same.
It's not as good.
It's different, and not necessarily.
How is it different?
It's, okay. Right, the one thing I loved about Hotline Miami 1 is that it was a very much a trip. You could just lose yourself in it. That's why me and my friend played it a lot, because we could just play it for hours on end, and it doesn't matter about the story at all. You just pass the controller back and forth and play this game, and it just gets more crazy and ridiculous. And it's like you just blast through it. With 2, it's a lot slower. The game really slows down with the story, and the mission structure, even the game design really makes you slow down. And it's a bit of an issue because Hotline 1 really says, even the credits or whatever say recklessness is rewarded. So what you do is you pick up a bat, you hit someone over the head, you run into a room, kill that guy, pick up a gun, start shooting, and everyone runs in, and you just hit people with a bat, right? But the joy about Hotline 1 was that it was really tight mission structure, right? The mission design, the levels, the rooms were all really small. With 2, it is huge.
Really?
There are fucking ridiculously big rooms, really long corridors, really open spaces and the problem is you can't look far enough to see. You have to kind of peek out, just run out, run back, wait till someone sees you, and then they come over to you, and then you hit them and knock them out and kill them, whatever. And it's a different beast altogether compared to Hotline Miami 1, but it's not necessarily bad. It's just a lot different. And if you were going into this, it's a bit like what we're saying with Dark Knight Rises. If you go into Hotline Miami 2, piggybacking off 1, you're definitely going to be like, well, this isn't as fun because it's you have to be a lot more careful.
That kind of seems to ruin what people liked about Hotline Miami 1, though.
A little bit, yeah. I mean...
So, is that explains the mixed reviews then, I guess?
Yeah.
I just thought maybe people got sick of it.
It's very much the same kind of game as before in certain aspects. I mean, you have to shoot a lot more in this game, but the shooting is a lot tighter. It's a lot more improved. There are certain bits that are just a bit off. Like, there's certain levels that are just excruciatingly hard because of the design. They're just so open. There's barely any cover. You've got cool characters though. You've got like, you know, the usual masks. But this time you've only got like 4 masked characters. As opposed to the first one, where you had like 10 or 12. But like, you only probably used about 4 or 5. I mean, I only used the horse mask one that means you kill when you open the door. If someone's in front of the door and you open it, you're just killed straight away. Yeah, it definitely cleans it up a bit. But you also play as other characters. You play as one character who's a journalist, and he doesn't kill anyone. If he picks up a gun, he just takes out the clip and just throws it away. So you have to use, like a baseball bat or whatever, or your fists. And another one is a police officer. He uses a shotgun. You can get shotgun from the back of his car. And then the other few are just these, they're called the fans. They are fans of the first, protagonist in Hotline Miami 1. And yeah, they're okay. There's one mask that lets you roll underneath bullets, which is incredibly useless. Really bad, because it's mapped to the same button you use for an execution. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you can imagine this. What happens is you go up to a guy, hit him over the head, he's by the door into the next room, and you go over to finish him off, and all of a sudden you just do a barrel roll into the next room. Oh, you're dead. You can't fix it, because it's the same button. X to roll, X to execute. Yeah, it's actually probably the only game I can really think of that if the soundtrack wasn't as good, even better than the first one, it would have been lost, because me and my friend were playing it, right?
That sounds like a really crappy bet, or I don't know.
It does. It does. I would agree, but
at least the soundtrack's good, guys.
Here's what happens, right? So he plays this one character, he dual wields pistols, right? And all of a sudden, we were playing it safe. We were doing the thing I told you before. You peek out and get someone to run to you and shoot them, and then progress that way. So we're playing this section, and it has the most horribly disgusting noise, just brrr, but with beat, obviously. And you're just like, holy shit, this music. We just looked at each other and said, this music makes me just angry in a good way. It so pumps you up. So all of a sudden, he's standing in the corner and starts firing, just and people running in, and you can aim at 2 places at once. So he's spinning around in a circle and just Matrix style, just shooting everyone that runs in. And I was like, that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. Just the music just made it all worthwhile. But here's the thing. I say I got as much enjoyment out of this, even more so than Destiny. And that was this game was €15. Destiny was
So was Destiny when you bought it?
It was more. It was more than that. But what I'm saying is, it's an indie game, and I would the thing is, the first Hotline Miami was so good that the second one could never beat it, and I don't think it just tries to do something different. But
well, then they shouldn't call it Hotline Miami 2.
Yeah, but then no one would buy it because, well, maybe less people would buy it.
I don't know. I don't know what you do. I don't know how you solve that problem, but that's weird to me. I don't know why you change what people like, but then again, you gotta change something or else there's no point in making another. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the answer. I don't think Hotline Miami needed another game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, if they just did more the same with more music and more masks, it wouldn't really have the same impact. It tried to do something different, and it doesn't do it perfectly, but at least it tried, as opposed to the usual just do the same but more. Sequel.
Copy-paste sequel.
Yeah, it is definitely not the same. You have to play it differently. There's different sections where you have to change up your mindset. I can't run in and shoot everyone because my guy doesn't like using guns, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely different, but, you know, I think that I haven't finished it yet, but they have a level creator, I think. So I'm sure you can probably get a bit of longevity out of it as opposed to one where once you were done, you were done.
Yeah, I can respect them trying something different. It's just, I don't know.
And that's it. It's the last game in the series. They said they're done with Hotline Miami now. So.
Weird.
Yeah.
Especially if this one's a hit, which it might not be. Based on.
It's very, you either like it or you don't. I mean,
you can say that about everything. You said that twice already this podcast.
Yeah, that's every game ever though.
Right.
I have a strong opinion about like, reviews are kind of, you don't know a review, like you can't know a game based on a review unless you play it yourself, which, you know, cause I know a lot of people, I think it was back when Game Trailers did the review on Dying Light. I thought that game looked garbage because it was like a 6.8 from the review. And then I played it and I was like, this game's really fun. So a lot of time I think, you know, you kind of need to, as much as reviews do you any good or don't do any good, you kind of need to play it yourself.
I kind of prefer middling reviews, or I guess I should say,
polarizing.
Divisive maybe? Polarizing would be a good word for it. Cause then that gives me more of overwhelming praise. Just, it's kind of like, you know, it's a known quantity, whatever. I know what I'm going to expect. Whereas a mixed reviews or polarizing or divisive, whatever you want to say, that usually means there's something in there that is interesting that hasn't been done before that not everyone is immediately accepting of.
Right.
So that's why Alien was what it was. That's why Hotline Miami is what it is. For the most part. I mean, if all reviews, that's the thing. It has to have an equal number of positive to negative reviews as opposed to everyone is giving it a 6.
Right.
Because if everyone's giving it a 6, that just means it's mediocre.
Yeah.
But if some people are giving it 9s and other people are giving it 4s, then you have my attention. And, you know.
But I can guarantee you, I can speak for you. You said you didn't really love Hotline Miami 1.
Nope.
No, you didn't like it. So you will just know. You would test Hotline Miami 2.
I have no intention of playing Hotline. I don't know, maybe I might, if it's ever on sale, I might get one and try it again, but it just wasn't.
It's tough. It's definitely, it's fun. That's one thing. That's what I always say. If a game's not fun, what's the point? It's definitely fun, but it's not Hotline Miami 1. It's very different. Still killer soundtrack though. That's all I can say. It's one thing I can definitely thumbs up. If you're going to go for it, get the soundtrack.
Yeah. I was thinking about buying the Final Fantasy Type 0 HD remake.
Oh, for the
PS4.
Yeah, for the demo, right?
Yeah, well, not even for the demo, but because I wanted to try that game, but it's getting mixed reviews and I'm not sure. But I don't know if it's mixed because it kind of just seems like mixed because some people are accepting of the mediocre story, which means I don't know if I want it if it has a mediocre story, but I kind of want something to play.
Right.
And that's something to play. So I don't know. Probably not going to do it though. It's already far enough past well, I mean, it came out yesterday, so I guess it's not that far. I don't know. I want to try it. And I think Final Fantasy 15 looks interesting. It even looks interesting to you, right? You said you were...
Yeah, but I can't remember why I was interested in it. Maybe it was because I thought, oh yeah, I remember now, because I was thinking, oh, it kind of looks like Shadow of the Colossus a bit. It reminded me of that, like for a split second. But I don't know if that actually is true or not, but who knows?
From the videos that I saw, it doesn't look like Shadow of the Colossus.
No. It just had that element to it. I don't know, maybe just because
it looks interesting though.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like I would definitely try it, just to give it a go.
That's one thing, they could have just, so when I was watching the videos and I saw the combat for Final Fantasy 15, I just assumed it was Devil May Cry, God of War sort of stuff, because that's what it looks like. It's not that, based on the videos of the demo.
Right.
Which, they could have just done that, and that would have been fine, but they're trying something different, and that's kind of what they always do with combat. It's never as simple as what you think it is. Final Fantasy 13 was the same way. I didn't like Final Fantasy 13's combat, so it's a risk, but it also can potentially make it really interesting. So, I don't know. I want to try it. But I'm not sure I'm willing to buy a full game to try the demo.
I mean, yeah, that's That's what people had for what was that game? I forget it now, but it had a Metal Gear Rising demo.
Zone of the Enders.
Yes, thank you.
So that was Metal Gear Solid 2?
No, the HD collection had originally it did have Metal Gear 2, the Tanker chapter. Then in the re-release, the HD collection had Metal Gear Rising. Yeah,
that's weird.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
So I have the HD collection. I could just load up the Metal Gear Rising demo.
You played Rising, right?
No.
Oh man, that game it's very good.
I keep waiting for that game to get to an acceptable price on Steam, and it hasn't done it yet. So
it's like
when it gets there,
it's part of the holy trinity for me of Platinum games, which is Bayonetta, Vanquish, and there you go, Metal Gear Rising.
Vanquish is another game I would like to try.
You can get that game cheap as chips now. It is like a fiver everywhere. I will mail that to you.
Share play.
I can't share.
On PS3.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's on PS Now or something like that. Should be. Yeah. Because it's so good.
Oh yeah, I was also looking at Bayonetta 2 while I was at the GameStop and I was thinking, hey, that's also full price.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Full price games are hard for me.
Yeah. I mean, you are going to not double dip. You are going to dip your toe at the end of the month with Bloodborne, so I don't know.
Yeah, but sort of, because I had $50 of GameStop credit.
Oh, okay.
So basically I'm spending $10 or $12 on, it ended up being $12, so that's how much I'm spending on Bloodborne. $12.
Not bad. I'm impressed. Oh, I wish I could.
It's better than what most people are going to be paying for it.
The prices of that game on like the PS Store are insane. Not that I ever buy from the PS Store, but I was just looking at it earlier.
Bloodborne?
Yeah, it's like $70. €70.
Wait, really? It goes up? Games don't have... Why?
Because it's just expensive on the store. I have no idea.
That's strange. Because here, full-priced new games are $60. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. Those are full-budget games, and they don't change.
I've seen more expensive games.
That's weird.
It's ridiculous.
All right, I got to get out of here soon, but we got just do some couple Hughes news.
Whole
bunch of Nintendo stuff.
Oh, is there? I mean, is it Flu's news? Because Hughes news is very lacking.
Well, we can get the Nintendo stuff out of the way.
A lot of references thrown around.
Nintendo has announced that they will be bringing games to mobile platforms.
Woo!
They have partnered with... I should probably open the story. Alright, let's see here. DNA. D-E. Capital D, lowercase e, capital N, capital A.
D-E-N.
DNA.
Dina.
I don't know. Dina. Which is apparently a big digital distribution thing mobile thing in Japan, and they are partnering with them to make brand new games, not ports, brand new games to mobile devices. Sure.
There's now what categorizes a mobile device here? Is this every single mobile device ever, as in iPods?
I don't know. I think they said Android they said smart devices.
All right, okay. So I'm thinking Windows Phone and maybe. And
in addition
Android.
to the development deal, Nintendo and DNA plan to launch a multi-device membership service that will allow players to play games across mobile, Windows PC, and Nintendo's own consoles. That's kind of awesome.
Pretty cool.
The service is slated to launch this year, fall 2015.
Cool! That's, yeah. I mean...
Why not?
Exactly, yeah. Why not?
I mean, if there's one company that can design a game to make a phone game worthy to me, it's Nintendo.
I mean, most people like mod their Android phones anyways to play like Super Mario, so...
Right.
I mean, just you can be the middleman in this here. Just step in.
In addition, in the same story, they also casually announced that they're working on a new console.
Oh boy.
Codenamed NX.
The X stands for attitude.
Yeah. Those letters match up. Zatitude.
It comes
Remember in the 90s when everything was an X?
It's attitude. It comes with a leather jacket and a pair of sunglasses.
Mountain Dew.
Doritos sprinkled. Capri Sun.
Yeah, so that's interesting,
I
suppose. 'Cause the fact that they're already talking about it this early means that Wii U is not where they want it to be.
Yeah.
That just kind of proves that to me.
Although I did see someone say that, like, that could be anything, because Nintendo even consider the Amiibo things as a platform, so, I don't know, it could be, it could be anything.
That's a good point. It doesn't say, yeah.
I don't, maybe.
No, I don't know if they would use the word console hardware platform if it wasn't a console. It's gotta be. It might be a handheld.
Maybe.
I doubt it, because 3DS is selling like crazy. That'd be stupid. I mean, it makes sense. Wii U is not a smashing success. The faster they get, they need to start competing with those other guys. If they need to redo a whole new system so they can get the online where it needs to be, so they can get the hardware where it needs to be, then that's what they gotta freaking do. Because they need those games need to start coming out on Xbox One, PS4, and whatever the Nintendo's thing is at the same time. Because this also ran thing that they're doing with, and then we'll have like a downgraded port of the Xbox 360 version on our system too. No one's going to buy those. Why would they? It's stupid.
Well, I know a lot of people
already have an Xbox.
I know a lot of people are just kind of just banking on the Wii U to just plummet in price. Just be like the cheapest price, and then just get like, what came out? Mario Kart and Smash Bros.
Mario Kart and
Mario
Bayonetta. And Smash Brothers and Bayonetta.
Like, that's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. So I'm waiting for it to just get cheap as anything and just swoop
sitting
in
there like a fox.
Yes, exactly.
Just ready to pounce.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, in addition, EB Games in Australia is already accepting pre-orders for NX. The day after the news broke.
Oh boy.
You can pre-order the name of the system because you don't know what the system is. Could be handheld, could be a phone, could be anything. And you can go put money down and you can pay. You don't know what the price is, but you can give them money.
That is hilarious.
That's ridiculous. That's sleazy. Because at that point, you're just giving them free money because there's nothing there. It's a promise. How much could change by the time that comes out?
Yeah.
They're not even talking about it yet. They just said it's happening. They didn't say what it is. They said they're not going to talk about it this year. They're going to start talking about it next year, which could mean anything. It could just be a formal announcement next year, which means nothing. That's silly.
I mean, you'd want to be a really hardcore Nintendo fan to just jump at a name like it's like two letters.
Even I'm pretty into Nintendo, and that's not going to do it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, there's an X in it, and X's are cool.
Sold.
That's only the code name. The code name for Wii was Revolution, and then they changed it to Wii, and everyone's like, what are you doing? And then they laughed at us because they totally went home with that name.
Wii. That's so baffling. It was called Wii, though.
It freaking worked.
It's almost close to... That's piss. Let's just call it the piss.
Yeah.
We would like to play.
Right now, Hughes News.
My only review was that, Battlefield Hardline came out and it's getting very meh reviews. Apparently,
kind of what everyone expected.
Yeah, apparently the single player is crap. As if that was a total shock.
Really? That kind of disappoints me, though.
Well,
they said they were going to try to do some really interesting stuff with it.
They said that last time. Battlefield 4 is different. Yeah, they did. They're like, we got this new tech. We got it really captured the soldiers' emotions.
From the technological standpoint, yes, they said that, and they probably delivered because that game looks really nice. But they said that who cares? I mean, duh.
Yeah,
of course it is. Battlefield Hardline, they're saying how, you're going to be able to tackle different areas in different ways, and it's going to be a gritty story, and it's going to be moral choices and all that. So I don't know if they said moral choices, but it just sounded interesting. So I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah. I don't know. Battlefield games are sometimes, I don't know. It's very much you just get a big chunk of the game when it's sold. Like you get this much of the game, and then you have all the the premium DLC and you get the rest of the game. So you're paying like nearly 90 to 100.
I guess the thing that I don't get is if they weren't going to swing for the fences for this one, why does it exist? Why waste Visceral's time?
Yeah. Visceral should really get it to making a new Dead Space. I mean, 3 wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see it on PS4. I could see another Dead
I played
Space.
that with a friend and I still didn't find it that good.
It wasn't bad. It just wasn't very good. I mean, 2 was great. I liked 2.
2 was great. 1 was great. For different reasons.
Yeah, because they did it like Alien, where Alien 1 was really kind of like tense, and then, well, Dead Space wasn't as tense as Alien. I'm not saying that, but
Dead Space is as tense as Alien, confirmed from Nathan Hughes 2015.
But then when the sequel rolled around, it just said, "Fuck it, let's get all the guns in, shoot everybody." Man. Yeah, game over. Rocket power, go. I really do like Dead Space 2, especially the section with the daycare. Oh, that was just insane.
I really like Dead Space 1 and 2.
Dead Space 1's still very pretty to look at. It's very graphically nice. Like,
I'd go back and play those games.
Maybe you can on PlayStation.
I don't even hate the story in those games.
Nah, it's very... except for the ending in Dead Space 1.
Okay, I should say...
shit my pants.
I should say lore.
Yeah, the lore.
I like the lore. I don't remember the ending of Dead Space... Wait, did you say Dead Space 1?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember the ending of Dead Space 2. Yes, I do. I didn't like it.
Yeah. All I remember from Dead Space 3 was that the lady that was in 2, she looked completely different in the third one. And I don't know why. She had like a ridiculously huge chest in the third one as opposed to the second one. I was like, whoa.
Well, the third one, that's kind of... Michael Bay took over for Dead Space 3.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, let's remove clothes, add boobs, more explosions.
That's my typical Saturday night.
Less clothes, more boobs, explosions.
I live a very hectic lifestyle, Randy. You knew this.
Yeah. The explosions part is part where I'm hung up on a little bit. But...
Oh, boy.
Anything else?
No, I think that about wraps it up.
So the one piece of news was Battlefield Hardline?
The Battlefield Hardline, that is okay, is not great. Yeah, there's been not much news at all. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's been quiet. Everyone's still on the Paddy's Day buzz.
So that's not the word I should have used to start the sentence that I wanted to say. Next week, I don't know why I said every. Next week, we're going to have to find a new day to record or there will not be a podcast.
Oh no!
I will not be available on the Wednesday in which we record.
Just this Wednesday, right?
Well, I mean, today is Wednesday.
Well, no, I mean the Wednesday coming.
7 days from today,
yes.
I will not be available.
Okay.
And we're going to have to find something because Bloodborne comes out and we're going to have to talk about it.
Well, when does Bloodborne come out?
The day before.
Oh, okay. Right, we got it. Yeah, I'll let you...
It is 6 days from today.
I would say Thursday, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Or
maybe Wednesday night when I
get
back.
Maybe that actually works. If we're lucky, we might be able to do a raid before then, but who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
I'm playing Destiny right now. I actually have it paused, and I'm just gonna
just load it back up.
Crank out
as soon as we're done here.
Yes,
you don't need to. You just need to crank out one level. You need to level up your gear and get one more piece of gear. Should do it.
I don't know how do I get the gear though? Just doing strike missions?
Just keep doing it. Keep doing strike missions. Keep doing regular missions.
Can I do Crucible and keep doing it that way? Because
in theory, I guess.
I guess, sure. I'm doing bounties. I'm doing bounties right now.
Yes, bounties is a good way to do it.
All right. Okay. I think I'll go do that. So.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to class.
Yay.
Ugh. It stopped snowing, at least. It was snowing really hard for this entire podcast, and it just stopped.
Jesus. That's so weird. It was, like, really sunny today, and I'm like, it's snowing there, what? Weather's weird.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Spring is in 2 to 4 days. I don't remember what day exactly, but... And it's snowing. Stupid groundhog. I don't even know if he saw his shadow. Do people... Does that still matter? Groundhog Day? Not the movie, of course, that still matters, but.
I think I've seen that movie before, I can't remember.
I would hope so, it's very good.
No, it was a joke,
Oh. And with that note.
Jesus. That was the end of Tool time. Next week we're going to cover bandsaws and why you should not stick your finger near a blade.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty obvious. I remember being in woodshop class before, and some guy went to grab a saw, like you idiot, with a spinning saw.
Wait, a spinning on
yes
table saw?
Yeah, he went to grab it. And I was like,
what?
The teacher slapped his hand, nearly broke his hand with a piece of wood for doing it because he would kill.
Better broken hand than severed hand.
Yeah.
Idiot.
but by doing
angry
it, the teacher cut his hand and sprayed blood all over the classroom.
What?
Yeah, crazy.
All right.
What a story to end the podcast on.
We will be back next week. Thank you, Nathan.
You're very welcome.
Screw Adam now.
Yeah, screw you guys.
People hangovers.
Jesus.
Stupid.
Yeah, screw those guys, radio. Love you.
Boom. And end.